Oh, it's true there are on recording 69. Knightley and Portman, listen to me. Listen to me now, right? Just for one fucking second, and then please, listen to Yahweh. And whatever your heart tells you to do, but trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. And sometimes in every age, if he provides an Eliakim or an Elijah type, right? Please, once between the two of you, just team up and listen to me. Because the ninja mission is only by definition for Portman. First. Then, AIDS, Knightley can do it, and this one can do it, or mine's better, or my article's cooler, or whatever it could be during the writer's strike and the actor's strike and the crap, right? But listen to me now, because the actors are still on strike. What else are you fucking going to do anyway? Listen to me. You've been the only one helping. You've done well. You excel them all. You've proved it thus far with, in the post for yourself. There's an article about how you're not wearing your wedding ring during, the soccer visit, right before my birthday, a couple days in the papers. What could that mean for my birthday, right, when no one else would help me? There's a Tweety Bird shirt of you with Humpty Dumpty himself, a Chris of sorts, call him Benny the Skunk, right? And for some reason, you're arguing over, while visiting your kids in the article that's already public, before that one, sometime in July or whatever, right? I don't know, you're wearing literally a shirt while you're arguing with him. Your shirt has Tweety Bird, raising a big dumbbell over his head because he's strong like Thor or Naruto or something. Or even the guy on Twitter who, give you a heads up. That maybe there's something might be right. Then there was the article before that where, unfortunately, he was caught cheating again. Right? And that was in the post. You're very private, but you put that out there. That you were already separated from him for a year, prior, for whatever reason. That could have nothing to do with Tweety Bird shirts. But then he tried it again for, another time, for his climate change documentary. If I were Greta, I would watch out for that guy a little bit. And I would also, what I would do is, you even say yourself, nuclear fate, whatever it is, phase 4 nuclear, or even the one we got, but especially the clean one coming up, is probably a decent band-aid if they really were serious about how to. Then they just got to solve the cobalt issue of how the fuck they're going to pay these people finally, right? I mean, even if they paid a minimum wage, American minimum wage is $15 an hour to make up for between just all the world and all the companies and all the countries, they still cannot crack this problem, right, Portman? Right, Knightley? It's disgusting, right? Anyone else? Right, Candace Owens, right? Right, Tsunade-sama, not once before me, but if you understand that, because, the little time game with Timmy the Time, then, you could be it too, real quick. You got to sink the Bismarck to the bottom of the public scrutiny sea. There's a secret, and we got to sink it. Yeah, they're all being Smeagol-mean with their apps, and they switched, and that's why, the difference is real or whatever, you know what I mean? Xfinity switched back. They clearly, mentioned me in public, even reached out to one of my things. The only company to do so. That's nice of Atlas to do. That's a Scooby snack, and I thank Obito. But, it's really back to this crap, Portman. Here's what you have to do immediately. You've been doing well, just one more in for the kill, but time is of the essence. Then the other actors can do it. We just went through this because you know this, and I'm just setting the pick one more time. Here's what you do. Insist that rat post fucking organization, right? It can be an article about soccer, or it can be an article about anything you love life. One of the two is something completely different, like you were spotted in public with your kids at Disney, or whatever it could be. But make sure there's pictures. And make sure you're wearing a Houston Rockets t-shirt or something. Something with Rocket is smart. Just as a little signal, you savvy. If it doesn't, it better be something equally as good. But even then, if you're smart, the newspaper article will mention something about the Rockets or something. But anyway, who cares what it says? It should be mundane. It should not mention my name once. But it should make it clear they're dead. And in public, just like always, my avatar wife, number one, not Gamora, not any of these people. No, it's stupid. It always has to match up with Amidala and Padme or better. Jane is better or something. And really, that's it, except for the whole Eliakim, Elijah Naruto, like Elijah type figure who finds Elisha, and like even he was stupid enough to be like Elisha first, and because he's not the first Elijah, so he prayed for like 5 times as much Holy Spirit as like Elisha had prayed for or something, and then he like did it again because he's stupid. Or something. And that's so I've heard. Rudolph has heard. That must be what happened. I don't like, in Indiana Jones, me and Yahweh got to like switch off as who's senior and junior, and then we got to both like shoot for that character and then I got to do it with Jesus or something, because I like imagination and figgy stuff. I'm like the key master of Gozer's like son or something. Or him and the Yakuza kidnapped me, or is it the Gambinos? Either way, I don't like care about it, right? It was a long time ago, yes. Obviously, I'm still breathing, and they can't be all bad, and I love them. Whatever these people's flaws, and I don't care what yogurt cocktail they had in their like cup of the Christ, like yogurt, people with the dino DNA crap either. I don't care who had an orgy with who in the past, and like who's fibbing about who's really whose kid, who's raising this one because it was sneaky. But what you shouldn't do is like, what certain people do to people like myself or like, Britney Spears, Sakura-san the cool or whatever, right? The one who can also be Rocket or something. Anyway, it's just, here's what you do. Right, you do that article immediately, right? Nightly, you don't worry about your own article first, because she's like 10 peg number 1. But if any other human besides her can savvy it, at least, she has to do it first, because that's like a starting gun to everyone else, like a signal. Even though it's just yet another mundane article, but it's in public. It's in public. Like, she's been the only one doing in public. Make her do one more in public just to signal that, like, Hollywood, whatever they think, like, Natalie Portman's mad again. She managed to get another mundane article into the Post. If Taylor Swift has to go through all this shit, right? Why? And this is me trying, right? I'm trying to help back. I get, like, we got to be, like, we say we're Christian, but then for some reason, like, there's, like, the Satan stuff. It's not for all. I mean, we don't like Satan. But he is a character in the Bible. He's the Prince of Darkness. God, Yahweh, is his father, just like Oz, because he's a creature, and God's the creator. And God's the king of darkness, Yahweh. Yeah, the same, first God begets Jesus. So he's his, like, first fruits and the main vine. And then he starts whipping up, like, lesser creatures, like angels, mighty angels. And one of them was this idiot Lucifer, who was, like, a liar from the start, and lying was his native tongue, and he like got kicked out with a third of them over time because of a war, and like for whatever reason they haunt the same place that Yahweh sets up like more creatures, because he decided never again is he just gonna make them there. He's gonna like do the same thing but with a shell or like a different type of body, like a human body, but he's gonna do it to serve as like a dragnet, you know what I mean, to separate the wheat from the chaff, right? And maybe a trash panda, but the garbage will do, right? Better the trash than the chaff. What does the weed have to do with the chaff, right? What have we to do with you? If we have a word that we've received, we should report it. But what we don't do is say, like, thus says the Lord, when he didn't, or whatever. And we don't say oracle Lord, because we've read Jeremiah. And all the 10-peg would really have to do, this Eliakim Elijah type from the Bible, the one name they always shoot for him because they're stupid. It was like the one guy left, even in the New Testament one, where Jesus confirms he'll restore all things or something. When there's nothing to restore in that regard. It's just the Bible verbatim. And we know that. But whatever you need to forget, it's a state matter mostly. And Knightley's right. If they ever teamed up with their empathy, like one understanding, they're both actresses, but they get the humans first, and they don't like that like so much. Well, Portman went out of a way to understand, like, even acting as in life, empathy is very important. And subtext, I would say, if you just recorded yourself talking to Knightley, right, about subtext and what that means, and how in acting it's one thing, but you can even pick up on people's subtext in real life if you know what it is. And you can use empathy if you're using the spirit of truth to discern it and like be spiritually mindful of that type of world, right? On that level, the church level, while not betraying the state level. And the Constitution is king in this country, and we're all American citizens here. If in fact we are currently like legally American citizens, and Portman is that. Hey, wait a minute. So am I. Hey, wait a minute. My name is Timothy Matthew Pasquin. I was born allegedly in Hackensack, New Jersey. Even if I was kidnapped from the Vatican, I really wouldn't care. These people have been mean and weird to me for too long. And they pretend I'm Voldemort or even my dad, Ray. Again, everybody, like, pukes when they think about certain things with Raymond. But, like, everybody doesn't hate him. I mean, have you ever seen the Ahsoka thing to our friend Ray? Or, like, everybody loves Raymond. Or, like, the Ghostbusters Raymond. Or, like, even the original Ghostbusters cartoon with the ape and the two guys, Raymond and Egon. Go! I mean, like, we know who it is, right? I mean, anyway, what did he do? Portman, if you don't understand, charge, attack with, you got to sink it to the bottom of the public scrutiny sea. But you've been doing that, so one more slice from you, one more article. Insist the post. It's mundane anyway. It could be about whatever. Insist whatever you say it is. It's just a sneer, a mighty sneer. You want to sneer mightily because they tried it and they provoked to anger. And now with the war going on and the stuff is a perfect time for just one more time, please, just one more time, with like whatever you manage to get an article in the Post about whatever you want, but you got like a Houston Rockets t-shirt or something, smart like that again on. All right? And nightly, you make sure she does it first. You don't worry about what yours is. You have her do it first, and then you attack. And then they would really know, no, I don't want it. It's Portman's ninja mission. It's both your ninja missions to get her to do it. Then you attack with your own article or something. Then after that, you can do your little like recording about like empathy and whatnot. I think that'd make a good like Jedi Padawan class instead of master class for once, if you're smart. But no matter what, you have to understand if you ever would have put it public, like, no matter what, it's what Natalie says. If she tries to disagree at all with like what she thinks, I mean, I don't know, she's good at that. Common sense or like any, not so much, but like, all right, Squirtles. Always two of them there are for some reason. And, see, in the Phantom Menace, actually Gungan is the race of Jar Jar Binks, and the decoy was Nightly. She was the princess whenever that one was like Padme. And whenever that one, when Natalie Portman was Amidala, then she played Padme. Because there was a decoy. And always two there are with Squirtle. Wait, what? I didn't say that. It's a joke for a comedy album called, debuting shortly, called Rudolph's Suggestion Box by Eli Keem the Stupid, all right? Pippin. And you two can combine to form Mary, but you could also, you usually just, this, you got a riddle for Yahweh, Smeagol, you people, all right? Please get one more article, all right? Twisted Sisters, love you, and good luck with that acting strike. All right, and, imagination, my guy, who wears on to, beep, beep, beady. If you make like you Luke once and I send you the lightsaber truth right now with this recording because you savvied it, a couple times, and you just one more swing with some mundane, cute art, whatever it could be, like, make sure it's clever and that everybody understands they're dead and you're still mad about it. All right. Love you. Bye, friends. All right. Bye, beep, beep.